Imagine that your body is a house. You can't see smoke, you can't see flames, but the walls are getting hot. The wiring is melting. Slowly, quietly, the structure is weakening. You feel tired, but you slept 8 hours. You feel sad, but you don't know why. You're gaining weight, even though you're barely eating. Welcome to Levitas. This isn't a lack of willpower. This is a biological forest fire happening inside your cells, torching your energy and clouding your mind. Today, we are going to expose the silent killer known as chronic inflammation, and more importantly, we're going to hand you the fire extinguisher. Before we dive into the science, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like your brain is wrapped in cotton wool? Like you're trying to think through a thick fog? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel with the YouTube algorithm. Let's start with the basics, because there is a massive misunderstanding here. Not all inflammation is bad. In fact, without inflammation, you would go to heaven. Think of acute inflammation as the paramedics. You cut your finger, bacteria enter, and your immune system rushes in with sirens blaring. It gets red, it gets hot, it swells. That is the battle. Once the bacteria are dead, the paramedics go home. The inflammation stops. That is healing. But then, there is chronic inflammation. This is when the paramedics never leave. The sirens never turn off. Your body is constantly fighting a war against a ghost enemy. A landmark study published in Nature Medicine in 2019 confirmed that chronic inflammatory diseases have been recognized as the most significant cause of death in the world today, with more than 50% of all deaths attributable to inflammation-related diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. It is a slow burn that destroys your tissues over years, not days. Now, here is the viral angle that very few people are talking about. We used to think depression was strictly a chemical imbalance of serotonin in the brain. But new research is suggesting that for many people, it is actually an inflammatory disease. It's called the Cytokine Theory of Depression. When your body is inflamed, it produces proteins called cytokines. These cytokines can cross the blood-brain barrier. Once they are in your brain, they disrupt the production of feel-good neurotransmitters. Essentially, your body thinks you are sick. What do you do when you have the flu? You withdraw socially, you feel tired, you lose your appetite, and you feel low. This is sickness behavior. Chronic inflammation tricks your brain into being in a permanent state of sickness behavior, which looks and feels exactly like clinical sadness. A study in JAMA Psychiatry in 2016 found that patients with clinical sadness had significantly elevated levels of C-reactive protein, or CRP, which is a primary marker of inflammation. So, if you are struggling with your mood, you might not just need therapy, you might need to put out the fire in your body. But where is this fire coming from? For the vast majority of us, the arsonist is in the gut. We have a concept called the gut-brain axis. Your intestinal lining is only 1 cell thick. It is held together by tight junctions. Think of them as the guards at the castle gate. They decide what gets into your blood and what stays in your poop. When we eat highly processed foods, endure chronic stress, or take too many antibiotics, those guards get knocked out. The tight junctions loosen. This is what we call a leaky gut, or increased intestinal permeability. When this happens, toxins, undigested food particles, and bacteria called lipopolysaccharides, or LPS, leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees these foreign invaders in the blood and freaks out. It launches a full-scale attack, spiking inflammation system-wide. Research in Frontiers in Immunology in 2017 highlighted how this gut leakiness acts as a primary trigger for systemic immune activation. Your body is literally fighting the food you just ate. And what is the number one thing we are eating that destroys that gut lining and fuels inflammation? The answer is the so-called healthy seed oils. This is controversial, but the biochemistry is clear. We are talking about omega-6 fatty acids, specifically linoleic acid. Now, we need some omega-6. But throughout human history, our ratio of omega-6, which promotes inflammation, to omega-3, that resolves inflammation, was about 1:1. Today, in the modern Western diet, that ratio is closer to 20:1. We are consuming massive amounts of soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, and sunflower oil. They are in your salad dressing, your oat milk, your protein bars, and certainly in your fried foods. A study published in Nutrients in 2016 discussed how this drastic evolutionary mismatch, this explosion of omega-6 consumption, is a key driver of the obesity epidemic and chronic inflammation. When your cells are built with too much unstable omega-6, they are more prone to oxidation, they become fragile. They become inflamed. If you do one thing after watching this video, flip over the package of food in your pantry. If you see vegetable oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, or other seed oils, understand that you are looking at fuel for the fire. So, we know the problem. The fire is burning, the brain is foggy, and the gut is leaking. So, how do we put it out? We need to bring in the specialized firefighters. Here are the top 3 anti-inflammatory foods that act like medicine. Number 1, the well-known fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies. These are rich in EPA and DHA, the active forms of omega-3. Remember that omega-6 to omega-3 ratio we talked about? These help balance out the omega-6. EPA specifically competes with the inflammatory chemicals in your body and blocks them. Number 2, the marvelous berries. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. They contain compounds called anthocyanins. These are potent antioxidants that don't just reduce inflammation, they help repair the cellular damage caused by the fire. Number 3, the powerful turmeric. Specifically, the compound curcumin found inside it. A 2017 review in the journal Foods confirmed that curcumin, the active compound of turmeric, has powerful anti-inflammatory effects, sometimes matching the effectiveness of some anti-inflammatory meds, but without the side effects. Pro tip: always eat turmeric with a pinch of black pepper and some healthy fats, like extra virgin olive oil. The piperine in the pepper increases the absorption of curcumin by 2000%. Finally, if you want to manually shut down the inflammatory response, we have to look at thermal stress. Cold plunging or ice bathing. Now, I know it's uncomfortable. But that shock you feel when you step into cold water does something magical. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which is the main highway of your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. It also triggers a release of norepinephrine. A study way back in the year 2000 in the European Journal of Applied Physiology showed that cold exposure can inhibit the production of inflammatory cytokines like TNF-alpha. It essentially tells the immune system to calm down. You don't need a fancy $5,000 tub. Just turn your shower to cold for the last 30 to 60 seconds. Breathe through the shock. You are training your body to handle stress without getting inflamed. Here is the doctor's verdict. If you are feeling broken, tired, or heavy, please listen to me, you are not broken. Your body is simply responding to a hostile environment. The processed food, the stress, the toxins, they are the fire. But you are the water. By removing the seed oils, sealing the gut, and introducing these anti-inflammatory tools, you can lower the heat. You can clear the fog. You can reclaim your biology. It is not about a quick fix or a crash diet. It is about creating a body that is safe enough to heal itself. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.